I know what's gonna fix him up. Damn childproof labels.
Oh, there it is. What are we doing?
We're reviewing Gemini.
What's up, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Whiskey Business. My name's Josh.
And I'm Mike.
And we're here to let you know just how drunk you have to get to watch Gemini Man.
He's been lying to you the whole time. He told you you were an orphan. And of all the people in the world to come after me, why would he send you?
Gemini Man is...
Wait a second, Josh.
What?
I was just wondering if maybe I could talk about the story this one time.
Okay, I'd love to see this.
I was wondering if I could do the plot / synopsis for this movie.
Go for it. Yeah, I'd love to see if you could do my job. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Now this is a story I'd like to tell about an assassin that grew up in the Corps who killed bad guys without any gamer score. Okay?
Oh, God.
And then he told the US government, I want to retire. And the US government said, hey, you can't retire, you could only die or literally get fired. And then all of a sudden they sent his clone to make sure that he actually ended up no more.
Was that the... That was your best rhyme at the end? Clone and no more. You think those go together? You could have said alone. See, this is why I do this part. Will Smith is an assassin and his clone tries to kill him. Yet, I mean, it's like the trailer shows that his clone is after him, but we have to spend like an hour and a half of the movie wondering who this other guy is.
It's weird. This assassin that's trying to kill me knows every move I'm gonna make.
It's a clone. Before I talk about like the actual structure of the movie and the problems that I had with it, I will say technologically, this movie's pretty impressive to behold. Wow. Because we saw this film in the high frame rate 3D version that apparently the director, Ang Lee used all these crazy cameras to film, and you're looking at the fucking movie, and because it's double the frame rate as a normal movie, it's like the sharpest picture you've ever seen in your whole fucking life. It's fucking crazy how detailed this shit is.
I'm literally blown away going like, this is freaking ridiculous. Like, you know how in 3D movies, like you take off the glasses and it's only like a little tiny bit blurry?
Yeah.
This was a dramatic difference. It amazed me how crystal clear everything was.
Yeah, not only is it crystal clear, but because it's high frame rate, there's no motion blur that happens. During action, everything's crystal clear. The just dialogue scenes of two people talking looks amazing. Yeah. If you're even thinking about seeing this movie, try to find it in the high frame rate. Right. Say it on Fandango. You have to make sure you pay attention that it's a high frame rate showing. And I know not a lot of theaters even do it. I think there's only 1 or 2 around us that even did this.
It seemed like it was like 50 cents more.
It's cool to look at. Now let's talk about what it's like to listen to it.
Oh boy.
I was doing some research because I'm quite a sleuth online. When I'm in between my adult tabs, I'm usually looking at movie tabs. This movie has been in development since like 1997 or something. They've been trying to make this movie for so fucking long. Yeah. The whole idea of a dude fighting his younger clone has been passed around in Hollywood for fucking 30 years, and the technology has never gotten good enough that they can do it. And so now they finally did it, but it's like no one thought about like working on the script a little bit.
I feel like Jeff Goldblum. Just because you were able to do it doesn't mean you should have done it.
Yeah. It's not even like the idea of a person fighting his clone. It's not even that unique of an idea.
No.
We've already done this movie. In those 30 years, there's probably been 4 movies in this exact type of thing.
Yeah.
Yet they've been holding on this fucking Gemini man for fucking this whole goddamn time. I mean, the writing is so fucking stupid.
It's so
Half
bad.
the time, they're going across to different fucking countries. I have no fucking clue why. He like starts in Georgia, flies to Budapest, and then just flies back to Georgia. And I'm like, why did you even go to Budapest? I don't even know what the fuck was. What was the point of that whole thing? I think you guys just wanted to go on vacation for a little bit.
At one time, one of the main actors says, they cloned Dolly the sheep. Why can't they clone that? And I'm going, Dolly the sheep? That was back in the 90s, wasn't it?
They wrote this movie the next day.
Exactly.
You know, the script is stupid, but as with any movie with Will Smith, he's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And even in a shitty, stupid movie like this,
true.
he still brings something. He's still a really good actor. He's very charismatic.
Yeah.
I like watching him.
No matter how good the acting is, the story in general is just like, y'all got anything else?
As with any fucking spy movie ever fucking made, it's always about, oh, my cover's been blown, the government is trying to hunt me down, I gotta get out of my house before my own government kills me. Every fucking year, you get like 3 of these fucking movies. If it was, and then they have to like try to shove in a love story that I could give a shit about.
And the climax at the ending, I'm sorry, pretty much laughable.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a very big buildup for like a little tiny silent fart of an ending.
yeah.
all this big stuff happening, and the very end is just like a little like.
Whiskey business reported it here first, people. It's a fart of an ending.
And Will Smith was great, and I think Ang Lee, his directing was awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of really cool, creative camera angles, and
There were so many action scenes where you could swear it was done almost in a video game. Somebody would be riding a motorcycle and the camera would be right on their back, and they would be going through all these towns and buildings and all this other kinds of stuff. But it would almost look like you were the character and you were playing the character like in a video game. And that was really badass.
And the fucking ending of this, I won't spoil it, okay? But the ending presents something that completely fucking negates the whole goddamn movie.
Yeah.
The last 5 minutes happen. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck? I mean, and also the CG was very good, but also not very good at times. And you have the cameras that are more detailed than any camera in the history of mankind. And you're gonna make it in 3D, and you're gonna have a close-up of his face constantly. If one thing looks a little off in young Will Smith's face, you're gonna notice it, and you do notice a lot around his mouth. It's very fucking close.
Yeah.
But it's just different enough where you're like, Will Smith, he's like 50. He looks young still. Even him finding his young self is like, you guys look like you're 10 years apart, really. So just put some fucking makeup on or something. I would give Gemini Man a drunk, and that's purely just on like a technological, ambitious perspective of this, because they put a lot of fucking work in this, and it looks really good. I think the action is pretty cool. I think it's worth seeing just to see the technology at work, because this might be something more directors do in the future.
I too would also go drunk. It skates that fine line of between drunk and shit face.
We do that often.
Yeah, we do that very often. It's kind of like one of those things where you're out, you're drinking, and then you go, if I have just like maybe 2 more shots, I'm gonna be fucking shit faced. Have 1 more shot, then see this movie.
Because what if somebody actually knew what we really are?
Well, cheers until next time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know if you saw this in the high frame rate.
And honestly, guys, we've been Instagramming all day. So if you haven't added us on Instagram yet, you're
You're slipping.
you're missing out.